Dreambound was the first place winner of our 4th Outer Wilds Community Mod Jam. For this jam, entries were required to follow a theme of escape or isolation, and to follow the restriction of using minimal text. This mod fits both themes fairly well, and follows the restriction by extending on the Echoes of the Eye DLC, which of course had very little text, as well as implementing a unique twist of their own. If you'd rather play the mod for yourself, you can find it linked in the description. Otherwise, here's my blind playthrough I recorded during the jam judging process. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that that's what we need to go investigate. Oh, and there's a table. Hold up there, hatchling. Got something for you. Yeah, I can see. Never mind that. Are you seeing that ringed planet up there? Planet with rings around it? Nope. Never seen or heard of such a thing. Did you have a weird dream or something? Anyway. I know it's the translator tool's first time out in the field today too, but I've been cooking up this new orienteering tool and want you to give it a test run. It's kind of like your signal scope, but specifically for tracking exotic energy readings. Fire, radiation, spooky rocks, you name it. Not ghost matter though. There's so much of that floating around in low concentrations that the readings would be useless. Once the tool's locked in on a frequency, it'll continuously point towards the nearest source, wherever that happens to be. Not that useful for someone like me who stays put all day. Speaking of, Ryback dropped off this pile of junk earlier. Said it might be some kind of weird Nomai tech. Am I looking at an axe? I don't know what I'm supposed to be looking at. Whatever it is, it's giving off strong traces of electromagnetic radiation, so maybe you can use our compass to track down more of it. Enough from me, though. I'll let you get to it. I'm sure you'd rather see things for yourself rather than have this old geezer talk your ears off. I never really took Slate to be that old. Oh, there's like a whole pile of stranger stuff. Pick up compass. Scan energy readings. Oh, that's cool. It takes a little picture at the bottom as well. That's really neat. I guess I'll lock in on the slide reel for now. So it's going to keep pointing to that one because that's still the nearest one. But I take it maybe when we go to the ringed planet we might pick up some different readings. Oh, it's cool that they keep it visible while you're in your ship. Oh, we're pointing somewhere else now. That's... Oh, really? Pointing to Brittle Hollow. I figured maybe it had already picked up the invisible stranger. Still, I feel like I have to go. I have to go for the new planet. I think that's probably the most pressing thing. Although, according to Slate, I'm just hallucinating. That's also definitely not orbiting. That's just floating above Giant's Deep. Why is my field of view is all messed up? Okay. Oh. What? I take it that's because my scout went through it. It vanished. Okay, so that feels kind of like the quantum moon in that regard. And what are we pointing at now? We're still pointing at Brittle Hollow. I just want to try flying through it because I imagine it's going to do the exact same thing, but I'd rather confirm it. Okay, so it's solely based on getting close. So it wasn't my scout going through it, it was just that I was close enough. Okay, so we are potentially looking for... Oh, and it's not on Brittle Hollow, it's on Hollow's Lantern. That's 2 jam mods now putting new stuff on definitely the most underutilized place in the solar system. Oh, wow. And it is a crashed spaceship with a dead guy. And there's a slide reel. Which doesn't really seem to have anything in it. So that, well, that seemed to be, you know, slides from the DLC, but now including these sort of energy beings. Yeah, so dead inhabitant fled the stranger with another creature in hopes of finding the eye of the universe. These wraiths coexisted alongside the stranger's inhabitants before being sealed away to power the ship's mechanisms. Huh. That's an interesting bit of a retcon. Okay, so that wraith died and then this planet appeared. The dying inhabitant could see the planet. I can see the planet. Slate cannot see the planet. I have been possessed by some sort of wraith. Is what I'm gonna go with. I'm heading back here to scan the, I think it was a piece of a raft, it looked like. Also, yeah, had that slide reel actually appeared to have slides in it, I would have taken it to the stranger to try to watch it, but it looked like they're all burnt. Now, I mean, if I had to guess where there would be a raft, I would say Giant Steep because there's water. But who knows? And I was wrong. You're not just taking me back to Hollow's Lantern, are you? Yeah, you are. Okay. Well, that's kind of confusing. You pointing inside the ship? Okay, you are pointing inside the ship. Tracking photovoltaic glass. Okay. Well, that's strange. I would have thought that the reason why there were two objects on Timber Hearth is that they would point me towards two different things. I guess I can just I can try just going to planets and seeing if they pick up anything. So is there anything on the twins? No, we're still pointing at Hollow's Lantern. Can try Giant Steep. Okay, I guess the aiming the compass isn't exactly precise. I thought that when it's lined up with that marker, that means that I'm pointing right at it, but that's not the case. It's a little bit off. Doesn't seem to be anything on Giant Steep. It also doesn't seem to pick up the, Never mind. It's me and an inhabitant holding hands. Presumably, it's this dead inhabitant. Why am I standing on them? I don't want to stand on them. Can I go back into that? I did not acknowledge the fact that there was a wraith. Okay, is there anything else here? There's a fire. Oh, there's the eye of the universe. Can I talk to you? You're freaky looking, that's for sure. Oh. Okay, going forward, there's more. All of us reaching for the eye. Inhabitants saying goodbye to me. If I keep walking. Is there more? So there's the eye signal blocker, there's all the wraiths who are like shoved into a power source, and there's some kind of crystal. Is this triggering? Okay, it's triggering as I walk up to things. Okay, we have the eye, we have a whole bunch of crystals. We have crystals and the eye. We have gas giant and crystal and eye. We have orbital probe cannon and probe and crystal. Okay, now when I'm walking up to stuff, it's not doing anything. If I go here, does it... Okay, it does take me backwards. If I walk to a different thing, does that show me something different? It does. We have the eye signal blocker in use. It seems to be communicating with these antennae that we've seen before in The Stranger. That then has something to do with the ringed planet. If the antennae are deactivated, then it does not transmit to the ringed planet. There is somebody scanning or projecting a schematic, maybe? And there is a painting. I'm sneaking off into their room. So presumably there will be stuff on board the Stranger. Probably, like, I need to look at whatever this painting is. Probably this is a room that I can access, and then there's a vision torch that I can watch. Also, like, are you showing me all this? Are you, like, alive? Okay. Let's see what this is about. That's, the sun and the ringed planets moving around it, and the eye somewhere. A whole bunch of wraiths on the ringed planet. Oh, the ringed planet goes to the eye sometimes, so it really is like the quantum moon. This looks sort of like the Cinder Isles tower. So all the wraiths are all trapped inside of it. Right. Oh. And we're out. Okay. Really makes you think. Well, sun's looking real red. I will likely have to explore the Stranger on the next loop. Oh, we got a lot. We got a lot. They need to know my resonating crystal. Okay, we saw one on the probe. Some kind of crystal that resembles those used by the Noma. Yeah, it looks like a gravity crystal, but recolored. The probe launched from the orbital probe cannon has one of these resonating crystals integrated into it. It resonates in response to the Eye of the Universe. The ringed planet would also resonate with the Eye of the Universe if it had one of these crystals. Okay. I wasn't sure if that was just something that it does. The wraith presented a group of other wraiths whose bodies appear dim instead of glowing with energy. I take it that's because they're like harvested. In its current state, the ringed planet can warp around near the sun, but not far enough to reach the eye. The tower in the dream world has something we need to free the other wraiths. The other wraiths are being held in the basement of some sort of control room in the stranger. Reuniting with the other wraiths will allow the ringed planet to warp far enough to reach the eye of the universe. The wraith presented the spacecraft the inhabitants of the stranger used to block the eye of the universe's signal. The signal blocker prevents signals from the eye of the universe from escaping. The signal blocker emits its own specific signal, which the ringed planet could detect if another antennae also picked up the signal. The inhabitant who rescued the wraith worked on the signal blocker. She had her own desk in the workroom there, and the picture frame above it has been highlighted. Yeah. And yeah, she left a vision torch behind. Okay, so I saw that. Yeah, and there's that vision torch. There's a work site. There's some sort of control room with all the wraiths held in the basement. Saw that. The tower in the dream world has something we need to free the other wraiths. And the wraiths need a Nomai resonating crystal. So I guess this is the only part that I didn't necessarily clue into. That I would have to get that crystal. There was an image of myself looming aggressively over the corpse of its rescuer, or an image of its rescuer and I holding hands in peace. I chose friendship. I didn't realize I was actively making a choice. I was presented with another choice. Seek the eye of the universe alongside the wraith and its rescuer, or abandon them both. I chose to aid them in seeking the eye of the universe. Well, I'm glad I made the right choices. I don't know what would have happened had I had I walked towards the other things. I don't know how much I liked the retcon of, you know, like, yeah, the strangers kind of suck. They kind of doomed their planet and all that, but I don't know how I feel about the idea of them holding another species of intelligent alien captive in order to power their machines. That's a bit, that's extra dark. But yeah, I'm gonna continue this mod at a later time. I don't know why I say that, because I always cut that out of the video, because then I just cut to that I'm playing again. So why? Who cares? What was I doing last time? Okay, I don't know if I really need the compass right now. The wraith needs a resonating crystal. What if I go try that? So I'm going to leave the compass here. Unless I don't want to bring it with me on the off chance that I need to pick up the resonating crystal that's on the Nomai probe. However, I think there's also a good chance that I need to scan the resonating crystal on the Nomai probe and then find another one. So I'm going to bring it with me. One out the bottom of the solar system. I don't see it. Okay, maybe I should have left a bit earlier. Oh, there it is. It's already 40 kilometers out. That's fine. Because, yeah, now the problem will be if I have to pick up the Nomai crystal off of this thing, I will not be able to pick it up because I'm holding an object, and you cannot drop objects in 0G, nor can you drop them in your ship. Okay, good. I do not need to pick it up. Perfect. So I'm now tracking the resonating crystal. That's very cool as well that they've incorporated the probe into their puzzle. That's pretty fun. I wonder if autopiloting directly to the sun was a bad idea. Okay, yeah, so we're now pointing at someone new, presumably Giant's Deep. Giant's Deep maybe could be the orbital probe cannon, but I doubt it. Again, the compass doesn't point exactly the way I thought it pointed. It's nice though. I really like that this, you know, the tool that they've added is getting a lot of use. think there's not too many story mods that also add a mechanic like this. Although I suppose now when I find the crystal here, I'm going to have to ditch my compass. Nice. Now this scroll, was this scroll always here? Alright, now do I just bring this to the ringed planet? I wonder, is this the sort of mod where things are going to persist between loops? Maybe the wraith exist outside of the time loop? I mean, already I don't have to revisit Hollow's lantern before coming here. There's a crystal floating in front of me that I am not holding. What was I supposed to do with this again? You want this, man? I don't know. Whoa, okay. That was weird. The ship is now shaking. I am shaking. I think they messed up something with recentering my world position when teleporting me. So we are now suffering from extreme floating point error. So I found a crystal. And that's just base game, because I'm on a fresh save. I found a crystal. I'm not holding the crystal anymore. So I can only assume that maybe it is now, you know, in the ringed planet. Okay. I also remembered to put on my enable meditation mod so that I can meditate on a fresh save, because I always forget. Alright. I'm going to bring the compass. Oh, I'm on a fresh save. I'm on a fresh save. I cannot target the stranger. And as far as I know, the compass isn't actually going to tell me where the stranger is. Yeah, it would rather me go to Brittle Hollow. Can I not just eyeball the stranger? Like, it's probably around where I'm at. Maybe not. Oh! Okay, it actually, that worked. I eyeballed it. Because, yeah, it's basically like sort of 45-degree angle, I think, going like this, right? So I just had to align myself more with the orbit of the map satellite. Why can I see a light? Okay, and nice. The compass does actually... That's funny that you can see the rings. Okay, yeah, the compass is detecting a lot of stranger tech now. I wonder if this vision torch is what I saw. Okay. I think that's only sort of just a part of the same vision that we saw on... Oh, that's funny. It was tracking it was tracking those as they spun around. Yeah, that's like a sort of a fraction of the visit, or of the vision that we saw on Hollow's lantern. So presumably, you know, mod's called Dreambound. Maybe you just went straight for the stranger, trying to figure out how to progress the story. And that would tell you to look out elsewhere. That's a fun detail. That it points at the where the hidden passageways are. I should have taken a raft, because I basically need to circumnavigate the ring world. Because the control rooms are at the top of the dam. I can only assume that this new... well, I did not mean to put down my compass. I can only assume that the simulation control room, was it? Or the workstation? I don't know. Oh, there's a raft there. I didn't have to go all the way back. I might be blind. I've said this before, I think. But I really like when jam mods will reincorporate base game locations within reason. Let's try the hidden valley, secret gorge. I don't know what it's called. How far are we from the dam bursting? We're getting close. Right, so this is the signal blocker, whatever you call it. Star, I flame, I flame. Oh, hey. That was a jump scare. It's our friend over at the, that's near the gorge. There's no real way of making it back upstream, eh? No. Oh. That did not at all drop me into the water. Come on. Come on. Get to the water. Never mind. Alright. Speed run around the globe. Around the ring. That, I just saw something that I've never seen before. This is new. See, it turns out I was right all along and I had to go to the hidden gorge. Or no, it wasn't that symbol. Oh my... By golly, I've doomed myself. I know, it's the prototype artifact. Or no, it's that symbol. And I see a vision torch over here. Okay. What the? Okay. That was a roller coaster. Somebody threw a slide reel into the river. Which means I can't be holding the compass. Alternatively, maybe I should have held the compass. Because otherwise, I need to search by eye in the murky water. Well, that went poorly. It's really bright at the bottom of the ocean. I don't think that's how water works. Okay, what if right off the bat I scanned the, huh? Oh, you're gonna tell me about the stranger. Cool. Wow, Slate, how do you come up with these things? I can't wait to mark locations I previously visited on my map. I'm so glad you broke free from the time loop this one time to tell me about this. So where do I want to go? Hidden Gorge, Hidden Gorge. I think the hull breach. This is near the Hidden Gorge. Okay, so they were on a bridge. Presumably that bridge. And they threw a slide reel into the water. So come on, compass. Show me a slide reel, please. Really? Is it not in the river? Was that slide reel of a guy throwing, or was that vision of a guy throwing a slide reel into the river not meant to indicate that they threw a slide reel into the river? Unless now you're getting it. You're pointing up too much. I don't like the up. Okay, this slide reel has surely drifted very far. And you're just pointing straight up now. You're... Oh, I mean... It's kinda... I can't put this down. Okay, I mean... It maybe drifted a bit farther than I expected, which is fair enough, just means that you really gotta use the compass to find it. I believe there's a projector over this way. Okay, there's a broken antenna on the outside of the stranger. On the side without the solar sail, so I believe that's the dark side. Huh. I suppose the question is then, can I fix? Do I know how to fix alien technology? Also, I'm just gonna meditate. The amount of time it's gonna take me to get all the way back around to the Hidden Gorge, out through the hull breach, get to my ship, fly it around to the other side. I could just fly straight to the stranger from Timberhearth. And at some point, yeah, I'm going to have to revisit the ringed planet and see if they still have that crystal. I found the slide reel that had been thrown into the river. The slide reel appears to be some kind of error report. An antenna on the exterior of the stranger is damaged. Yeah, dark side. Still haven't found the control room, although I believe that I saw the top of it. I just don't know how to get in there. Presumably I do something in the dream world. Right, yeah, the control room's just the control room. It's not some new room that they added. That room was always there. And then I saw the picture with the rescuer, which seemed to be telling me where the locked house was. I really like the compass. That was a really cool mechanic they thought up. It kind of serves the same function as the signal scope for certain puzzles. Things like when you originally find the stranger, right? So you do you go to the deep space radio tower on Timberhearth and you detect the deep space radio frequency, and then you go to oh, I need my suit, and then you fly out to the satellite now that you can detect it. Oh, that's amazing. It's just the good old repair mechanic. So if I just go back to the signal blocker control room, I should be able to do something, maybe? I don't know. The display should have updated at the very least. And I'll go in through the hull breach to do that. But yeah, what was I saying? With the signal scope, you'll have these puzzles where you find an object that detects a frequency, and then you see all these other objects potentially on that same frequency, and you go out and explore and find them. So this serves a similar niche while still feeling unique, where you scan an object and then you find all these similar objects. Okay, so you're obviously not getting fixed. And you only care... That's so funny that there's a light shining right on it. I didn't notice that last time. Yeah, fixing that control didn't help me in any way. At least, I mean, surely it helped somewhere else. But yeah, that doesn't help me here. I think at this point I have to enter the dream world. Possibly at the Cinder Isles. That has to be where they're held captive. So it must be here that we do something to break them out. Actually, excuse me one moment. Hopefully I will not need the compass again this loop. I was about to say, I wonder if the compass can scan ghost matter, but no, Slate specifically said does not detect ghost matter. There's too much ghost matter. So I really don't want to get chased by an inhabitant and have my neck snapped and get jump scared and murdered. I don't even think I have reduced frights mode on, seeing as this is a fresh save. So I guess I'm gonna go get scared now. I swear that I've told these guys before. I've been like, listen, stop scaring me. I don't want to get scared. You know, I'm getting scared. That's scary. I don't like that. These are the guys that made the mod that had giant bugs in it. That was scary. I did not enjoy that. They put giant bugs in the dream world. I'm out. I'm gonna quit. The mod will get last place. Well, my vote would be for last place. And, yeah. That would be that. I don't even know what I'm doing down here. I guess I'm just gonna look around and see if I see anything different. Because it was what? It was the tower. Is it the whole bit where you go up the tower and then you do something? That's very descriptive and informative. Yeah, I don't see nothing else. No, we want these extinguished. Door opens. We light that up. I'm assuming they've added something new in this tower. Didn't this used to be like a whole building? I swear this used to be like a whole house. I know they did a lot of redesigns. Oh yeah, this has to be a thing. What do we got here? Yo, is this with Daydream? Is this with the Daydream mod on? So you're telling me I go around through the left, I go here. Was that teleporting? Or was that, or what was that? Or was that shorthand for like, go there yourself? Nice. I swear to God, if you put a guy, if there's a guy who's gonna chase me, I'm gonna be none too pleased about it. Okay? Like the DLC had like a solid like 8 hours to really hammer home the sunk costs, where you just go like, okay, fine, I'm gonna go get scared now, and I'm gonna persevere because I want to finish the DLC. But mods are mods. Do I get to go? No? I have to go over there myself? Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess that's my life now. Okay, so I think that it's right here. I need to get up in there. Now this elevator... Are you kidding me? That elevator goes all the way down, so I have to go down through here. That's painful. I take it back. I was saying earlier, oh, I love when people reuse base game locations. I don't love it no more. I don't appreciate it one bit. I really should first check out if lighting those lanterns did something. Because they're literally on top of the tower where the puzzle is. You have to turn off lights in the dream world to affect the real world. So I can only assume that the puzzle they chose to put there, or the thing they chose to put there with a bunch of candles that you light, surely lighting those candles did something in the real world. I'm not just putting off dealing with the inhabitants because I'm afraid. That's not what this is. This is a strategic choice. I'm delegating my time. Well, from here I don't see nothing on the roof. Nor did I see anything on the other thing. Where the Wraith are, totally being kept. Oh. That's not good. Is there anything up here? Yeah, there's not. Turns out none of that worked. I wonder... Can I call the elevator down? I want to try that as well before I... Because in the base game too, like, you don't really have to do the stealth segments. There's almost always some alternative way around it. Yeah. Ghost matter detected nearby. Tell me something I don't know. Oh, now that I'm thinking about it... Lantern, please come back. Those lights on top of the tower. I could get to... I can light and extinguish the candles and then look through the sort of porthole into the real world. And maybe then, see something. My only worry is that I would have to sort of try brute forcing combinations of them. Which doesn't feel like the intended solution. Instead, I would think the intended solution would be going to that one house. So, I'm once again at an impasse. I have to go to the house. I'm just gonna die. I'm gonna see if perhaps if I just go down into the center, I want to see if I can call that elevator down. Because I don't remember. I do think that base game, the elevators only ever come down when the inhabitants go down. Yes. It's incredibly well lit. I do not know how I didn't notice that. Okay. And right, I can just walk right up to that as the alarm bells ring, because I can't hear anything. Do you think instead of dying, the hatchling could have just like put on earplugs in the real world? I think there's still a guy down here when you do it this way, right? There's only one guy. Okay, I can actually call down the elevator. Okay. Okay. So we go down here. Right this way. Over here. Head up. And now... this seems to be the right place. Oh, and there is literally a guy. I don't think I can use that. Yeah, don't mind me, bud. Unless I have to, like, I can watch, like, one frame at a time. Oop. There's a slide reel. Yeah, this might actually be it. I have to, like, just fully stealth it out. Yeah, you are very unobservant, my friend. Okay, I thought you were gonna come farther this way. I'm invisible. Apparently I am. Can you see me even though it's really bright over here? I don't think you can. I think your vision is based on if I'm holding a lantern. Okay, yeah, please walk away. And we speedrun. The tower, top of the tower. It's combinations of lights. There's the 4 corners, and each one has some number of lights. Oh wait, you're paused while I do this. Oh. Okay, I'm fine then. Never mind, there's no rush at all. Okay. So there's the tower. And right, it was as I suspected that this is then telling me what lights I have to turn on up there. And that it is in fact a good thing that I didn't just go and brute force it. So I am going to write these down. So area 1, they're both on. Area 2, only one is on. Submerged bell, they're both off. Hidden gorge, off, on. Cool. So I'm dead right now. So I can't just wake up or nothing. Hi. Wanna be my friend? The answer was no. That wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. That was good, if anything. It was, you know, it was puzzleable. Wow. Except for the last part. That was literally just stealth. If you can call it that, considering how incredibly unobservant the inhabitant was. So this mod is, well, it's pretty good. I suppose the question is, how is the adherence to the theme? So isolation, I'd say sure. I think that Wraith, who is now a planet, is sufficiently isolated. And for escape, well, I take it that the Wraiths are going to escape. Because I'm going to free them. That feels less... Something about being freed makes it feel less escapey, you know? If someone frees you from something, would you say that you escaped? So, yeah, that completely contradicts the theme. This mod is unfortunately disqualified from participating in the jam. Yeah. That's a lie. Okay, so I think that at least from the information I've gathered so far, at least from the information that I can currently think of, I think we've largely pieced together these puzzles. I suppose then the question is going to be, well, one, I probably have to fix that antenna again, right? That probably doesn't preserve between the loops, unless it does. It's hard to tell with mods. I will say though, still my one main criticism still stands, which is I don't really like the retcon that takes the inhabitants of the stranger from, you know, like they're afraid. That's sort of their main defining characteristic, is that everything that they're doing, you know, the fact that they blocked the eye signal, the fact that they murder you the second they see you, it's all out of fear. However, now they literally have another seemingly sentient race held entirely in servitude to them. And that, you can't chalk that up to fear. That's evil. They are just evil now. You know? And I think that the sort of nuance that they had before was really interesting. But, you know, it's... Without that, how do you tell this story that they wanted to tell? This is the first area. The something village or whatever. That gets both lights. The Cinder Isles tower gets one light. The submerged bell gets no light, and this guy gets his second light, the hidden gorge. And now, if I look through here, yeah, that raised the thing. Oh, that's interesting. All right, cool. Oh, I'm not hitting the water. Oh, it's interesting, actually. I wonder if, because here, this empty bed, that's the prisoner who was tossed out. I wonder if I'm getting lags, but I'm getting a lot of lag. I wonder if in the Hidden Gorge they have they've removed one of the mummies to canonically be the rescuer. Alright, wraiths. Well, here are the fellas. Oh, they are like writhing and wiggling. Unplug. Okay, they all left. I saw some were still in there. I was like, do I have to unplug more plugs? Please. Let me get to the door. Get me out of here. Oh, please. Please let me climb up this tiny, tiny ledge. It's the tiniest ledge ever. Come on. Please. Please, the door is right there. I can't even equip my scout launcher to scout boost because I'm holding the artifacts. Okay, thank you. That seems to be everything. I freed the wraiths. But now it's like I've done all these things individually across separate loops. I suppose that now... Yeah, that's still damaged. As it should be, because this is a time loop. However, that definitely means that I need to reacquire the Nomai crystal. But that's fine, I have time. And then that's a good rule of threes mod completion. So free the wraiths, fix the antenna, and deliver the crystal. Grab the crystal. I think it's just that like one of the last big mods I played was Band Together, which is a great mod once it was finished. But my one nitpick with it was that everything persisted across loops. So I keep thinking like, oh, everything's going to persist across loops. Oh, I don't know what's happening. Hi guys. Yeah. How are we all doing here? Don't mind if I... Oh, never mind. Dreambound. Well, there you go. I was wondering a bit if I'd have to go to the eye or something like that, you know? I don't really know what the implication is at the end of this mod. Like, I freed the fellas, they escaped, what did they do? They wanted to know how to get to the eye. Also, that hits me with the load previous save. And then, yeah, they're still here hanging out. That's... I definitely feel like, were this not a jam mod, there would definitely be something at the eye relating to all this. I guess, I mean, it's the same way with Echoes of the Eye, right? Where it ends with you freeing the prisoner, which doesn't matter because next loop they're just right back in their cell. But at least the payoff there is that then when you go to the eye, they appear and speak to you. Yeah, this was cool though. That was a cool mod. So that was Dreambound. The weird wraith vision dimension was a great way of conveying information with minimal text, and the compass was a great instrument for solving some new puzzles. I also really enjoyed how the mod made use of base game locations, especially the often overlooked moon of Brittle Hollow. While I'm personally not a huge fan of the inhabitant Wraith Servitude retcon and how that fundamentally recharacterizes them compared to the base game, I'm able to overlook it when faced with an interesting story and fun gameplay. I think the only real note I'd leave is that I'd love to see this add a Wraith to the eye scene at the end of the game, just to tie it all together. Anyway, kudos to the Wrong Warp team for making this mod. Hopefully by the time we do the 11th mod jam, they will have actually released Wrong Warp. Okay, bye.